do I mean by visibility? What do I mean by visibility? I mean, share your expertise, share your skills, share your knowledge, share your experiences. What you have, that knowledge you have in the sector, in whatever sector, in the agricultural sector, that experience you have, maybe you've been in the agricultural sector for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. That experience that you have in the agricultural sector, that's the skill that people are looking for. That's the information. That's an investment. So if you've been working for 6 months, 3 years, 4 years, 10 years, consider that as an investment, which you can now package it and now share with the world. In return, because you're giving out value, in return, people will open up their wallets to you. You start getting, people interested to work with you, people interested to buy your products, people interested to have you as a trainer, people interested to have you as a speaker, and they're going to pay you for that. So if you want to start, if you haven't started earning with your social media platforms, that's my basic tip. I'm sure you know it, but I wanted to just make sure I let you know. Now, having said that, anytime you log in on social media, maybe today you woke up and you were in bed for 30 minutes scrolling through social media. If you have a social media platform and you log in to check on other people, let's say you have your favorite group, favorite page, favorite influencer, favorite go-to place on social media, maybe you want to catch up with something, you want to research on something, anytime you use your time, your resources to log in, to peruse through social media, somebody is making money. Because what happens when you log in on social media, it captures you as data. So somebody else will take that information and go and say, look at the people who are interacting with my content. Look at the people who are looking at my videos, who are interacting with my content. Then in return, those people get money because of your engagement, because of your interaction. So it's a disservice for you to have a social media platform and you're not earning from it. So that's my tip. So next time when you log in on social media, you spend 1 hour, you spend 2 hours. At the end of the day, you've spent 4 hours on social media and you have not given your personal brand or your business brand or your career your visibility, then you're doing yourself a disservice. Now, you still have a chance. Today can be the day you start again. So start packaging yourself and give yourself baby steps. Don't be too ambitious to do everything at a go, the way you see other people and what. Just start with where you are, start with what you have. You have a skill, you have knowledge, you have experience. You just need to know the right tools. And today, I'm glad we're going to talk about AI. AI has come to make our lives very easy. If you don't know how to work around social media, AI is there to help you. So no one has an excuse not to utilize their social media platform. So I picked up that from Monica, and I thought I should just share with you that before we go into our session today. So are we good up until there? As I check through your expectations, I had said you put in your expectations on the chat, so I'm checking. Yeah, so see Rita is saying happy and interested to be part of the team. No, okay. Eager to join this great team. All right. You people don't have expectations for this session? Oh no.
I think we didn't hear that. I think we didn't hear that question. I think we can put them now.
Yeah, please put, because I'm wondering, oh God, anyway, I just want to know what the expectation is or are. So just let me know. Then we will go straight into the session.
Okay, let us put our expectation as Isabella takes over. And thank you so much for that highlight.
Okay. Okay, to learn offline AI tools, okay. Eager to learn more about AI technology, good. I'm expecting to learn how I can use more of my AI in work, especially real estate. Okay. To know more about AI and how I can use it positively and productively. Great. Any more before we get into it? Wishing to learn the depth how AI can be explored. Okay. I expect to learn the easiest ways to apply AI in agriculture and livelihoods. Great. How will AI help our rural farmers increase their crop production and marketing? Very good. Monique from Kenya says, my expectation is to learn about the different AI tools to leverage in the agriculture sector. Okay, I had seen that. To know I had seen that. Okay. Link between AI and animal husbandry and production. That's Sandra. Thank you, Sandra. All right. Sharon says, AI in agriculture is new to me. Excited to learn more. You're welcome, Sharon. I believe by the time we finish the session, we'll have gotten one or two things here and there. How to heighten youth and women use of AI in agriculture and rural areas, finally. Okay. Thank you so much for that feedback. It's good to know what your expectations are. Now, my mission today is to share with you the simple version of AI. I know sometimes people, one of the reasons why people shy away from AI is because you feel it's too complicated, and the images of AI also not friendly. They look, they're not very friendly, and especially when now AI was being introduced now in a larger scope. Now AI, and when people got to know about, when AI, the big break of AI was in 2022 November. That is when now the AI really, infiltrated our markets. Like any person, like our children, those of us who've been working for long now, said understanding what artificial intelligence is. It was no longer, from 2022 November, AI was no longer a preserve of techie people, but even the non-technical people had access, were now opened up to this whole world of artificial intelligence. So I want to give you the simple version and the simple understanding of artificial intelligence. So by the time we finish here, so you will not be scared anymore about AI, and at least you'll have an idea how you're using it, because we are all using AI, whether we know it or not. We're using AI, and I'm going to give you examples how we are doing that, but also to know how to incorporate AI in your career, in your work, in your role, in where you work, in your organization, in your personal branding on social media, how to go about it. Okay. Can you see the slides? Can you see the slides?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yes.
So I'll do a basic introduction, and then we'll look at AI and its application, AI in the future of work, and then current applications of AI in agriculture. And then I'm going to share with you tools and resources which are going to help you now expand your capacity in understanding more about AI and looking at what, it's one thing for you to understand AI from one perspective, but when you broaden up your perspective, then you have more choices, you have more options to work with. Okay. So I am a digital trainer. I specialize in the online business mastery. I am a filmmaker. I am an entrepreneur, and I also like training and involving in speaking engagements. I like sharing my experiences. I like sharing my knowledge. I like sharing the things I'm getting in the online space, and creating stories and impacting communities, because I believe storytelling and growing communities, or community development is part of, it's part of my job to share the stories within communities, and expanding. My contribution as a filmmaker is to also expand and grow communities through storytelling. So I do that through filmmaking. So today I want to share briefly what artificial intelligence is. Now, I want to go very slowly here so that you understand what artificial intelligence is. The name artificial is not real. So these are machines that are made to operate like a human being. These are machines that are made to think like a human being. But because they're machines, they don't have feelings. That means your capacity where you're serving, or what your role is in the organization or in your business or in your firm, you are still above artificial intelligence because AI is not above you. Artificial intelligence is where we have software and systems that they execute tasks similar to what you can do as a human being. Say, for example, if you're in customer service, now a system is created that can do what you can do. If you've been answering, let's say you have a WhatsApp business, if you're the one who's been answering like manually, you've been answering questions on inquiries, you realize now we have technology where you don't have to be on WhatsApp all the time, or you don't have to be in your business all the time. If you have a website, if you have WhatsApp business, it can answer inquiries for you. That's why you find maybe you text somebody and then you get an immediate message. That person is probably not on WhatsApp, but because the software has been built to carry out a task like you as a human being, it's able to do that. Okay. We are now seeing what's it called? Cars, driverless cars, where we have the technology where cars are driving themselves. So you call a car like you're calling an Uber, and then a car arrives. That car doesn't have a driver. It only has a software built in. So you just know, key in your details where you want to go. When the car arrives, you enter the car, no driver, and then it will take you to your destination. That's what you call height. It mimics human intelligence. So I hope you have understood the basic understanding of the basic definition of artificial intelligence. So don't be scared when you hear artificial intelligence. It is simply machines or softwares or systems that are curated to work like a human being, all right? Now I want to give us examples of how we are using AI every day. I've given an example of WhatsApp for business. When you go to Google or when you go to YouTube, maybe you've been searching, maybe the last 1 week, you've been searching about AI in agriculture. You've been searching about how to social media in my business. Because that's what you've been searching, and because the system, the YouTube or the Google system has been made to pick up your brain, to pick up your mind, what it does, it now categorizes the things you love, the things you have been searching on. Once it categorizes, so the next time you log in, you start seeing things about AI, you start seeing things about social media and business, because it has picked your mind. The system has picked, that's what you call the algorithm. It analyzes your history. So if you've been, searching, you've been shopping, you've been looking for nice dresses or shoes to wear, the next time you log in, you'll just see, insinuations of shops and fashion. Why? Because the system has already picked your mind. It knows this is what you're looking for. If you've been looking for recipes, the next time you log in, you just start seeing recipes, pages for recipes. You start seeing videos on recipes. You didn't ask, you didn't even key in anything. But because the system has been able to pick those other things you're searching, then that's what we call artificial intelligence. It will mimic you. We have what we call hotel robots. Now we have a technology where when a guest, for example, if where we have room service, you'll find previously or even currently, we still have some hotels that are still have human staff and all. Previously, if you have room service, you'd have somebody, maybe a waiter or a hotel staff coming to attend to you in your room, maybe to deliver laundry, maybe to deliver, a parcel, or maybe to deliver food. Maybe you ask for food and you want to have so they come for room service. Now, and let me show you how it works. So if maybe a waiter comes and brings your meal, more often than not, you're going to tip that waiter. You're going to give the waiter something and say thank you. Now, the waiters or these staff people are now losing their jobs because the hotel robot will enter a lift. It will come to your room, alert you it is outside, and then deliver your food. It will deliver your parcel, whatever it is. That means now that tip that this person was getting, they will no longer get. The job that this person was having, they will no longer have their job unless they have upskilled. That is meaning unless they have multiple skills, this person is likely to lose their job, right? We'll talk about that a little bit more. So these are the implications of artificial intelligence in our world today. When you take your phone to write a message, sometimes you want to say, congratulations. By the time you say CO, it finishes for you. That's what we call artificial intelligence. It thinks like you. It knows you want to say congratulations. We have what we call facial recognition. Some people, you open your phone through facial recognition. The system has been built to recognize or to mimic you as a human being. So the way somebody would open for you the door, the system will recognize your face and open the door. The system will recognize your face and open your phone. Biometrics, the way you just keep putting your finger and your data is there with the door opens, all those are systems built to mimic, okay? I hope we are following, okay? Now, are we going to fight technology? Are we going to embrace it? Sometimes technology comes with a lot of uncertainty, and sometimes we may resist technology. In the recent past, we have been seeing how workers really have been going out protesting and saying, we are losing our jobs. Because if, maybe I'm giving an example, if 10,000 people were going into a farm, a tea farm, every day, those are 10,000 jobs, maybe so many families, it's a whole lot of things, a whole economic system going on. Now, in the presence of machines that can do the work of the 10,000, if these 10,000 people can work in that farm for 6 hours, and then a machine comes and that machine can do the same work for 6 hours, the management or the employer more likely will prefer the machine that does work in under 1 hour or in 1 hour compared to having 10,000 people working for 6 hours, all right? So on one hand, we may feel it's unfair that this technology is denying us jobs, it's denying us the opportunity to feed our families, it's denying us the opportunity to grow in our careers because, you've been laid off. What next? Where do you start? Especially if you had not upskilled, you had not gotten more skills for yourself. So are we going to keep resisting technology or are we going to embrace technology? So I'm going to show you how we are going to embrace technology and how we are going to remain relevant so that we are not kicked out of the system by technology. Somebody said the challenges and resistance faced by technology adoption in agriculture reflects concerns about job security and the impact on traditional farming practices. Now, traditional farming practices also is being challenged with technology because if you can do something faster, if you can use machines to detect, pests infestation, if you can use technology to work on a whole acre, of land, in under so little hours, it will save you time, it will save you money, it will save you a lot. Then we are looking at how are we going to upgrade traditional farming practices to merge or to complement artificial intelligence, okay? So is artificial intelligence replacing your job? Let's answer this question. The answer is yes, and the answer is no. If you remain in the conventional ways of doing things, you're going to be eliminated because people are looking to save time, people are looking to save costs and efficiency. So for example, if you are in the office and you're preparing maybe some data, you're preparing some information, and the conventional, the traditional way would be you would take, even preparing a proposal, maybe it will take a week for you to do that. Somebody else who has understood how technology can work for them, they will prepare the same proposal or do the same data analytics in 30 minutes or in 15 minutes. So the question is, will your boss want to keep this person who does work in and does an exemplary job in under 15 minutes, or this person who will take a week? So, I mean, ask yourself, is it 15 minutes or 1 week? So if you are bent on with your normal skills, like, okay, you graduated 10 years ago, you graduated 20 years ago, you graduated 5 years ago, and you're still doing things the same way, you're likely to be faced off. Because you'll be faced off because a machine will be brought, it will be doing your work, or somebody will be promoted who has more skills than you are, or somebody who has embraced technology to do incorporated technology in their job. So whether you're going to be faced off by technology or by artificial intelligence is really entirely up to you. Do you want to complement your current role with artificial intelligence, or are you still bent on, what's it called? Traditional ways of doing things? So the answer lies with you. The reason why you will not be faced off by technology or artificial intelligence is because you have decided to upskill, to learn new skills and to advance so that you can advance in your current role. Like what you're doing in this webinar, you're gaining more information to build your capacity. You're opening up your mind. I'm going to share with you resources at the end of the session that will help you now even to grow more. So by the time you're going back to your desk at the end of this day, that colleague who attended, who didn't attend, you have competitive advantage over that person who does not have access to this information or doesn't go out of their way to expand their capacity by learning more, by unlearning, by also, just adding more into their work, okay? Now, reskilling means acquiring new skills when you're transitioning to a different job role within the same organization. So you are learning a new skill, but you're within your department. You want to just grow your capacity. You just want to better yourself. You want to, you're looking at yourself and saying, how can I be more efficient in my role? How can I save more time for my boss or for my employer or even for yourself? How can you be more productive? Okay, so those are the questions you ask yourself. So whether you're going to be phased out by technology entirely depends on you, okay? If you don't keep up with technology, you will fall behind financially and knowledge-wise too. But for sure, the people who are here, because of the knowledge you have allowed yourself to sponge in, you will not fall back. You will not fall back because you're willing. You have put aside time to learn. You have put aside time to increase your capacity, to increase your knowledge base. Okay. Why is artificial intelligence important? For efficiency, for productivity, to remain relevant. We must remain relevant and to give yourself competitive advantage and to save costs. Now we have farmers in South Africa, farmers in Kenya, farmers in America, farmers in UK. All of us, we are all trying to, gain our space into this ecosystem. So how to remain relevant? You must also try and see, how do I remain relevant in this changing world? What do I need to add? What do I need to remove? What do I need to change? What do I need to, what other perspective, from what angle should I look at my job, my role, my farm, my social media presence? All these are, you need to ask yourself, so this is like your template. Am I efficient? If you do an audit, ask yourself, this is where I was at last year. This is how I was performing. I performed last year. So am I more efficient now? Am I more productive now? Am I relevant? Do I have competitive advantage? Am I saving costs? If you're managing a farm, use this template. If you're working within the ecosystem, maybe you're in the office setup, use this template. If you're on the social media space, on the digital space, use this template to ask yourself these questions. Look at your books, look at your balance sheet. How did you perform last year versus now? when you start incorporating what is called artificial intelligence, how are your books reading? Are you saving on costs? Are you more productive? When you look at your input versus your output, your farm input versus output, when you look at the time you're spending to do stuff, whether it is harvesting, whether it is planting, whether it is packaging, distribution, are you better from last year or 2 years ago? Are you doing better from 2 years ago, or are you on the same path? If you're on the same path, then there's something you need to adjust on something, because you need to do things differently, okay? When you talk about efficiency, here we're talking about, automating tasks, things that, human beings will do, machines now will start doing those things, where people would come and, monitor crop health and soil conditions, just a gadget. Maybe it's an app on your phone. Maybe it's a gadget like this drone that will be able to sense and to look at the soil, the health of the soil, that will, and what also you're looking at when you look at artificial intelligence is to reduce waste and to optimize resources. So if you are managing a farm today, if you're a farm owner, ask yourself what technologies you can employ into your farm or into your farming, so that you're able to optimize resources and you're able to reduce waste. Those are some of the things. So these are other examples. Like now, if you look at this combined harvester, it's harvesting sugarcane. Now this machine, it operates on its own. It's been what's it called? When you compare the traditional way of harvesting sugarcane, maybe you have somebody on a tractor. I'm just giving an example, a tractor. How much time will they use to harvest maybe an acre of sugarcane compared to this combined harvester that it's actually doing this job at a supersonic speed? Those are the questions you need to ask yourself, okay? All right, so before we go to digitalizing, are we together? Are you getting something? Are you understanding? Are we understanding? Are we together?
Yes, we are.
Yes, yes, we are together.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So when we look at the value chain from production to distribution, I think, transitioning to AI solutions needs to be something that's well thought through, so that when it comes to production, what can we incorporate within the first 3 months, within the next 6 months, within the next 9 months, within the next 1 year. When you talk about smart farming, you're looking at high yield. How can we incorporate technology to gain high yield for ourselves or for our farm, okay? If you're irrigating, maybe you're irrigating 10 acres of land or 100 acres of land, which is the most efficient way of doing it without wasting, and you won't have like 10 people on the farm? Is there a way you can have 2 people, but because you have incorporated a system that can irrigate 10 acres of land within the shortest time possible? So you need to weigh those options and see, this is my budget, this is what I want to do, this is the output I want to gain. Because again, you're also studying other farmers, you're also looking at how other farmers are doing it and their output. The farmers who've incorporated, who've made these changes in their farm. Even there are farmers who are, like next door, they're already using this technology. And then go visit the farm, ask them what they're doing differently, look at their output, if it is more, if the output is 3 times more than, last year or 2 years ago, then at least now start learning, observe, and start saying, okay, so if I do this, if I incorporate this in my farm, or if I incorporate this in my job, in my role, it means I'm going to be 10 times better. I'm going to be 20 times better. When it comes to processing, how do you reduce waste? If you don't have analytics you're looking at, then you're not able to audit and say, okay, we need to cut down on this, we need to add on this, we need to. Sometimes I know we are used to doing inventory. Maybe you have a book and all paper, pen and paper. That is good. I'm also still on the pen and paper side, but having a system where you can randomly, it's capturing information. You can just randomly just look at that and make decisions. That's what you should be looking for, because you're looking to add more value, you're looking for more yields, you're looking for faster processes. So yes, pen and paper may be good, but also incorporate processes. If it's an app, you need to incorporate. If it's a skilled person you need to employ who will be able to run these systems, just do that. And then when it comes to distribution, today we have real-time tracking. We have people who travel, let's say, for example, the people who travel abroad and they live in Nairobi, or they live in Kampala, or they live in Harare, and they can monitor their homes from where they are because they have a built-up app on their phone, and they have cameras in their home. So they can talk to their children, they can see what their children are doing. When their children come from school, they can monitor. Their children go to bed, they can monitor. And they're at peace. So they're traveling the world. Maybe they're out for businesses. You've gone for an agricultural expo, but you can still monitor what's going on in your home. You can see the workers in your home. Are they still doing what they're supposed to be doing? Is their home safe? You can, because you have a built-up app in your phone. So from wherever you are, you can track things. We have people who in the transport industry, they can track where their cars are, whether it's an Uber, whether it's a matatu, whether it's a bus. These people may not be in the same location as where their cars are. They just need to have an app on their phone, and they can tell the driver used these routes, the driver used this this mileage. So accountability is easy, and you're able to also monitor and see, okay, so what do we need to change? I've been monitoring the routes we've taken. I've been monitoring how we've been doing operations. What do we need to change? What do we need to add? So this is very important. So if you can do real-time tracking of what you're doing and managing inventory, good for you, right? Then if you have an e-commerce platform, maybe you have a website, you're able to get feedback. You're able to communicate, you're able to have that personal experience with your target market or with your consumers. When you look at consumption, we're looking at sustainability. How can you add more value? First, you're looking at the nutritional content, you're looking at environmental impact. I know those people in the agroecology system, you're very keen on, the organic side of things, yeah? So artificial intelligence will help you to add value to your consumers by giving them information that can help them, consume the end product of what you're. So what are the current challenges in the agricultural sector? We have population growth and food demand. Climate change has been such a big one, and not just in Kenya, not just in Uganda, not just in Zimbabwe, but worldwide. Climate change has been such a big, it's being a big change over the years, and it has really impacted on agriculture. Then we have also resource constraints. There are some places where water is still a challenge. The land may be fertile, but water is still a challenge. There may be a fertile place, but there's no electricity. So you find the productivity levels are also low. There are places where land is also a challenge. So all these are current challenges, and they are common to different countries or different localities. So AI offers innovative solutions to these challenges. So ask yourself, okay, so there's a demand for food, we have, or we have this climate change. How can I use AI to work through, say, climatic patterns? We have apps that can be able to tell weather patterns. So you as a farmer, you're able to know, okay, is this the right planting season for me? Or, what can I do? It's able to give you the help of your soil. So you're able to know, okay, what do I need to add? What do I need to remove? And things like that. So employing systems, like we said, systems, machines, and, that ecosystem of AI, which I've told you, it's mimicking the human intelligence to do what human beings can do. If you can incorporate any aspect of AI into your farming, into your career, then it will go a long way to save you something, to save you time, to save you money, to save you, to give you relevance and to give you that competitive advantage. If you take care of your soil, it will take care of you. Enhancing land for future generations. This is our core, like it should be our rally call, that we take care of our soil so that the soil can take care of us. Because of the changing times, climate, whatever, environmental pollution, whatever, all these things, let's take care of the soil. Artificial intelligence will help you do that, okay? Finally, I am sure Monica will send you these particular tools. I have compiled for you tools and resources that will help you. Number one, if you are doing research, you want to research on something, and one of the things to keep abreast with technology is you need to keep reading. You need to keep empowering yourself with what's happening, because technology is moving very, very fast. So it's important for you to keep abreast with what's happening. So I've shared with you some tools. You can, if you want to do a research, maybe you want to see what are people researching. If you want to get into the minds of your target market, to get into the minds of your consumers, we have tools that can help you do that. For example, I've highlighted a tool called Answer the Public. Answer the Public is a tool that captures what people are doing currently on the online space on Google. Say, for example, right now, as we're talking, there's somebody who is typing something on Google. They are researching something on Google. So Answer the Public captures that information real time. So if you are doing research and you want to know what's new in your industry, what's new in your niche, just go to answerthepublic.com and then put in whatever you want to put in, like new technologies in agriculture. It will show you what people are searching for. Then you take that information and package it, because that's what the consumers are looking for. You know, sometimes we may do things because we know how to do them, but it's also important to get feedback from the consumer. What is the market saying? What is the ground saying? In Kenya, we say kwa ground. What is feedback? So one of the things to get feedback generally, go to use some of these tools. Also, ask.com is also good for you to get information and to know areas of improvement on innovation and farming practices. ChatGPT, I'm sure most of you have heard of ChatGPT. It's very good for research. It's very good to, it's like you're chatting with somebody. You ask a question, it gives you answers. Don't be stranded. All I'm saying is, if you're looking for solutions, if you don't know where to start, don't be stranded. Just use these tools and give yourself that competitive advantage of giving yourself shorter time to make decisions, get real-time information that you can package, and now make informed decision over the next steps. Then we have analytics and monitoring tools. Social media also has got its own inbuilt tools, like the metrics, the insights, you know. If you go to your Facebook today, if you've been posting for the last 1 year, say maybe you have a personal page or a business page, and you've been sharing things to do with agriculture, you've been sharing your experience, your knowledge, you've been putting content, but you have not checked your insights, you're doing yourself a disservice, because you don't know who you're reaching. You don't know the scope of your content. You don't know, you need to get feedback from the market, and the algorithm or the platform is able to give you, it has already compiled for you that report. So all you need to do is just go to your settings and get the insights, get the report from there. Once you have that report, then you're able to, sometimes you may be thinking your reach is within, maybe you're reaching the African market only to discover that you're reaching beyond the African market. That's good information for you. So what do you need to do? You need to now see how then do you connect more with the global market. You understand? That's the importance of insights, all right? So again, one of the things that I see underutilized is the Facebook and LinkedIn groups and pages. For example, we have groups and pages in different niches, whichever career you are on. We have all these, groups and pages. Go there to see what people are discussing. You will learn a lot. You will learn this farmer is using this technology. You will learn this farmer, invested in this and it didn't work. you can even go and ask somebody, you can even go and run a poll, ask people, I want to invest in this. Has somebody else worked with this type of gadget or this app? Then you get information, you're able to collect information, because some of the mistakes we make is because we don't have, enough evidence of using these particular gadgets or apps before. So if you're in a Facebook group, and you should be in groups, go there and ask people who has used this particular app, who has used this technology. How are you increasing your yields? How are you saving costs on your farm? People will share ideas. People will brainstorm. Groups are very, very important. LinkedIn groups also, you also meet with industry experts. You will learn about emerging trends. So don't isolate yourself and confine yourself to your own social media platforms or your digital platforms. Enlarge your scope, participate in groups, ask questions. Sometimes we don't take time to go through the information in those groups. You'll be so amazed at how resourceful these groups are to our career growth. Okay. Now let me talk about TikTok a bit. I always say TikTok is a good place for research. TikTok is a good place to know emerging trends. So even if you don't want to be on the TikTok platform, at least go there to research. Go there to see what other people in your niche are doing. What are other farmers in Australia doing? What are the new technologies in agriculture? Or when we talk about organic farming, what's new? How is somebody in what's called Asia employing, or India? How are they doing when it comes to organic farming? What is somebody else in the UK doing when it comes to wheat farming? And TikTok is a buzz of activity in terms of research, in terms of people sharing, their experiences. So even if you don't want to be on the platform, once in a while, just log in just to see what's happening and to research, okay? YouTube, I cannot emphasize enough about YouTube. YouTube is where it's the mother of all. You'll get everything you want on YouTube, whether it's tutorials, whether it's expert interviews, whether it's podcasts, educational content, all these things, you will get them on YouTube. Pinterest is also another underutilized, it's another underutilized platform, because you get a lot of new ideas, fresh ideas from Pinterest, plus also emerging trends. So don't be alone. If you want to give yourself competitive advantage, if you want to be relevant and to remain relevant, go to Pinterest, see what's new, see what other farmers are doing, see what other farmers are employing, see what challenges other farmers are facing and how they're dealing with these challenges. So I'd also advocate for you to use Pinterest to do your research. Canva.com. Canva is such a great tool. If you are keen on the digital space, if you are keen on growing teams and, your graphic materials, on your design materials, if you want to save costs, Canva.com. If you want to look professional in your branding, Canva.com should be your friend. It should be your friend. I always say Canva is a lifesaver. For example, I'm just giving an example. If you have been paying maybe somebody to do your designs and all, you just need to spend time on Canva.com and start doing the designs yourself, especially if you have time in your hands and you have time to learn these skills. It doesn't even take long. In fact, what happens is Canva has got templates. So if you're doing a presentation, go to Canva. If you're doing a pitch, go to Canva.com. If you're doing graphic design, go to Canva. If you want to brand, go to Canva. Canva is such a resourceful tool for you, and it's not hard to learn. Then other AI and data-driven tools. I've put for you some videos. You can go to climate.com, A Farmer's Journey. There are nice stories there of farmers who are doing big things and how they're using artificial intelligence on their farms. It's one thing, what I have done, I have written for you, this is information you're reading. But when you listen to stories of other farmers, when you watch a clip, it inspires you, and you're also able to see that particular technology at work. So these particular tools will show you practically, if you're saying you're saving on costs, what tools can you use to save on costs? I've put for you the channels to go and just spend time. If you're going to spend 1 hour a day, if you're going to dedicate 3 hours a week to just watch what other people are doing and how they're using these tools, it will help you a great deal. Then industry reports. Don't go about your business, especially if you're in management, if you're in decision-making positions, or even just generally, anybody in whichever field, it's good for you to be informed about what's happening within your industry. So reading reports and seeing where the world is at and where the world is going, very, very important. So I've shared with you some links. You will get them and, follow through with the reports and get to know what's happening in the world. Finally, artificial intelligence and agroecology, when combined, create a powerful synergy that promotes efficient, sustainable, and profit farming practices, making it a forward-thinking approach for the future of agriculture. We cannot escape from technology. We cannot escape from artificial intelligence. We need to embrace, we need to remain relevant. And that's it. So let's connect. I am ready for questions.
Thank you, Isabella. Thank you so much. We've been following all through, and that has been a lot, but we've been inspired, challenged, and I think we're going to take action. I think we still have time for question and answer. So if you have questions, please write them on the chat, but also you can unmute yourself. You can raise your hand so that I can give you an opportunity because you are many, so that you can ask. And seen someone already raised their hand. Yeah, who want to go first? I'm not able to see these on my side.
Monica.
Yes. Yeah, Fatima, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to ask her if she can guide someone who wants. I was planning on doing a mentorship app, whereby which will be powered by an AI for mentors and mentees and different kind of activities that will be matching mentors and mentees and people who need mentorship on different kind of level. And if you could guide me how I could take step by step. I'm not into the tech industry, but I do have an innovation under my company that does AI. It's a new packaging technology. So, but with that, I've worked with it, but this one is a different kind of aspect. Maybe she can guide me, or maybe we can have one-to-one time with her. I'm not sure about her program.
Thank you, Fatuma. That's very important. Maybe Isabel can respond to that, or can link you guys up to catch up.
Yeah, we can, because I have many questions I'd like to ask her, because it's not a question that has a general answer. It's something, I'd want to have some background information so that I'm able to guide step by step. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And I'm still requesting, there's a form. I'm going to post it again. Please fill that form, is the registration form for this webinar, so that it is going to capture your email, and we'll be able to send you the recording and the notes for this forum. And if you want either the contact of the guest speaker or anything, yeah, I've seen people have put their emails on the chat. I'll be able to screenshot, but I can really encourage you, please fill the form so that we don't miss anyone. Yes, anyone, Pelham Association, I think, thank you so much, Isabella, for this very important information. You are sure enlightened us more about AI. Thank you. Hi, Isabella, this is from Nelly. Hi, Isabella, thanks for a great presentation. Could you recommend an online course to learn about AI? I'm looking into learning about modeling trends in crop sciences. Have you been able to get that one? Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Nelly, for the question. I can recommend. One thing I also know, when you are doing deciding to take an online course, there's a lot of information out there. So there's some characteristics we'll look at when you want to sift the many online courses, or a lot of information that's out there, so that you know exactly what will suit you, so that you don't also waste time on this and then you feel you didn't get enough information. So what I'm going to do, Nelly, maybe I can share 3. I'll share with you 3, I'll give you 3 recommendations, and then you can go through them and, pick the one that suits your needs, your specific needs. So I don't know how I'm going to connect with you. Maybe I'll send them to what's her name? Monica.
Yes.
And then yeah, so yeah, I can share with you some recommendations so that you're not all over the place and you're wondering, okay, so which one works for me? I'll be able to share with you that.
Okay, thank you, Isabel. Maybe Neri, please, you can DM me here your contacts that you can be able to follow up after this. Then Isabella, Zachary is asking, I expected you to talk about AI in proposal writing. I know you were, okay, today we're not supposed to talk about resource mobilization, though you are planning to talk about it, but maybe Isabella, you can share something about AI in proposal writing or resource mobilization. Though I know you have talked about ChatGPT, but please talk something about it.
Yeah. So this is one of the areas that AI has really been very, very helpful, where when it comes to proposal writing, preparing pitches, preparing business plans, AI has become such a savior. Now, there's a disclaimer. AI has come to make our lives easier. At the same time, people are relying so much on AI and negating their professionalism. Don't separate your professionalism simply because there's artificial intelligence. For example, you can use ChatGPT, you can use even canva.com, you can use Validator AI, you can use cohesive.so, you can use WordTune, there are so many tools you can use to craft proposals. Now, it is the opportunities are limitless. Now, for example, if you pick up, let's say I'm giving an example, use ChatGPT. ChatGPT will give you a great guideline. Now, as a professional, indicate exactly what you want in that, like a proposal. Maybe you can just give it some prompts, like, like highlights. Then it will give you a whole proposal. It will craft for you a whole proposal in seconds. Then take that proposal that ChatGPT has crafted for you, and then sit down and now customize it according to you as Zachary, as a professional you are. Don't copy paste straight and say, when whatever ChatGPT has given, that you need to confirm facts, you need to confirm, even grammar, you need to confirm, just look at it. So yes, Zachary, you can use artificial intelligence for proposal writing. I highly recommend it. Don't spend a week trying to write a proposal when we have all these tools. If you in under 1 hour, you can do a proposal and send it to whoever you're sending it to. But the most important thing, make sure you give it your touch. Let artificial intelligence give you the whole everything, and it is usually very comprehensive. Sometimes I also recommend use these tools to be able to generate this kind of things for yourself, because it will give you a comprehensive document beyond what you'd have thought, and it outlines it everything very well. So what you do, once it has outlined for you the whole document, copy paste it to a different platform, or Word document, or whichever platform you're using or app you're using, and then go through it, customize the information, and then send it out. I hope I've answered your question, Zachary. Is that what you wanted to hear?
Yes, in fact, you have given what I call Solomonic advice. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
But I wanted these links you are saying they are there, all of them, like ChatGPT. Sometimes they are not. It's not obvious, but for me, I wanted your number. Maybe I can ask Monica to give me your number. I can contact you later so that I can ask more questions. But I think you have given me very good advice. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, utilize artificial. Don't spend hours and hours and hours cracking and thinking and putting stuff together. You will get tired. AI is here to help work easier.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you're welcome.
Yeah,
I've put
Monica,
my
I have a
number in the
question.
chat.
Okay, please go ahead.
Thank you, Isabella, for the presentation. Thank you for bringing up to speed to AI. And also, we are wondering, what are your thoughts from an institutional perspective of having AI kind of policies as well? Because as you mentioned, someone could do a proposal in less than an hour, the one which has been taking some time, but also there could be errors that someone could ignore and they are self-inflicting at the end, also contracted drafting and so many other applications. How much should we stretch ourselves in applying these tools in our
Yes.
day-to-day activities in institutions?
Yes, that's why I said don't put your professionalism aside. Once AI
Yeah.
has given you, like the body work, now you need to know to, in fact, you can even change the wording. You don't have to use it, like word for word. You need to change it for wording, because there are some clients even who have what is called, they have AI detectors. So there's some clients, if they detect your document has been done through AI, they'll reject it, okay? So use AI as a guideline, use AI as a saving tool. Like, for example, if you're preparing a report, your report could be maybe 1 page long. If you use artificial intelligence, it will give you a 2-page report, but because it has given you depth. So what you're looking for depth, you're looking for more, it's like fleshing up a skeleton. It is like beautifying something. It's like making something more beautiful. So if 3 of you are submitting the same document, then yours will stand out because of the way you have outlined it, the way you have justified your points. And the reason you have been able to do such a good job is because you have had the help or the assistance of AI. So don't separate your professionalism from just because we have tools. There's a case where there are lawyers who used ChatGPT to do a case study. So when they went to court, I think the court has also some whatever things that detect AI work. They discovered the case studies they used for their work or for the court hearing. Those case studies were like, the people who were mentioned, they were non-existent. It was such an embarrassment. And I don't know if the Law Society took whatever, their law body took action against them. But you see, they didn't take time to verify the information given by AI. So for example, AI can even give you information about a person. But if you don't do more research about that person, you may end up, even what is called defaming somebody, but you didn't mean to defame it, just because you copy pasted something from AI. So use AI as a handy assistant for depth, for clarity, for great outlines, but then take time to also study the document, study the information, verify the information, do more research, verify the information before you send it out or before you use it, okay? So I hope I've answered you.
Oh, yes. Isabella, you've forgotten to also answer regarding institutional policies. Do institutions need this kind of a policy, the way we have like human resource policy or IT policy? Should there be some modifications with the growth of AI or not? Or it's just some other Google something?
Yes, that's a discussion that's ongoing, because the more people are becoming more enlightened with AI, the more a lot of rules are being broken and a lot of infringement is happening. So if you follow the World Economic Forum, these are some of the discussions that are going on, because now more people are awake. So I may not give you a definite, but organizations, individuals, institutions, universities, everybody is awake. Everybody is awake. So we need to also be very careful how we are using these tools. They are very good, they're very handy, but also check, counter check, and make sure you don't infringe on an organization's policy or whatever. Yeah. It's also good to also check before you submit something, check what their requirements are, so that you don't, do anything outside of that. Yeah. Sometimes this technology can also harm us if we don't know how to use it. It's like fire. Fire is good, but if you don't know how to use it, it will burn you, but it's very good. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Maybe I can see we still, actually, Zachary is saying, yes, for student plagiarism is mentioned, and if exceeds some percentage, you can feed it. Yes, I
That's
agree.
true.
Yeah, I agree Zachary, and at the same time, like what Isabella has said, like AI is coming to complement what you are doing, and also you have to check maybe on the policies, because like for institutions of higher learning, you're not allowed to use artificial intelligence. Actually, they're able to detect if you have used it, but a challenge which I can give them is I think we can't run away from using artificial intelligence, but at the same time, for artificial intelligence, whatever we are doing, we have to put a human aspect into it. Maybe we can do 2 more questions, then we can oh, okay. We are going to share the recording, but you have to register so that we can be able to send you the recording and the notes. Then Joylene, thank you so much. She's saying, I would encourage participants to check out Ajira Digital. They offer training on digital graphics, design, and search. I concur with Joylene. Actually, there are so many resources out there, platform from YouTube, other organizations who are doing training on these issues, including Ajira Digital. So, hey, people, we can't give you everything. This was just an eye-opener. Go out there are so many resources, and we'll keep on sharing them. Then I think we can handle this one for Lincoln being the last one. Thank you for the great presentation. Can you talk about policy and advocacy in AI, especially in agriculture? And this is a bit long. Can you talk about policy and advocacy in AI, especially in agriculture? What inequalities exist in AI, and how can we minimize them as a way of tackling gender inequalities associated with access to technology in agriculture? Yeah, I'm sure you've been able to hear that one.
Yeah, we've tackled that one.
Yeah,
we've tackled that one.
Okay, maybe please you can go ahead.
Yes.
Oh, it was a question.
Yeah, we've tackled that one, I believe. Yeah,
Oh.
we've tackled that question, yeah.
Okay, what about, is there anything to AI? Is AI increasing cyberbullying, especially for the young people and women? Or there's nothing about AI in cyberbullying?
There is, because we are also in the age where people have decided to be faceless, so they can decide to say anything about you. They can create pseudo accounts, they can go faceless, they can, so they can do anything on the online space, and you won't know who has done what and where they've come from. They will use AI generated images to insinuate something. And you can see the images or the content that you can see generated by AI, the visuals, the video, sometimes even the voices. Sometimes somebody even didn't say that, these funny clips we see, maybe a politician said this. Sometimes that politician didn't say that, but because of what now AI what people are doing with AI, the AI is able to mimic that particular person's voice. So you think it's that person who said. So yes, I agree, cyberbullying is also on the rise, because people are really hiding behind all these images, all these, technologies and all. Yeah, so it's also on the rise. And yeah, it's unfair, but we have the good side, the pros and the cons of technology. Yeah. That is why you should not be very quick to instigate somebody online. If you don't know if you don't know if you don't have evidence over what somebody is being accused of, an allegation, don't be very quick to type and, add your anger there and add and abuse a person, because people will use AI to generate stuff and to create things, and you think it is real. Sometimes it's not. So don't be very fast to be the people who are throwing stones on other people on social media or on the digital space. Be safe. If you don't have first-hand information, keep off.
Thank you, Isabel. That's well noted. Maybe I can add a few things. Actually, like 2 weeks ago, I met some young people who were in high school. They were laughing at me because of using PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint. They were asking me, at this era, you're using PowerPoint, Microsoft. So that's the time I came to learn about Canvas. And you can, like sometimes you go for meetings, people have powerful presentations. Hey, you wonder, hey, what's happening? So I think these AI tools, some can really help us do very good presentation. And I hope, Isabella, some of the AI tools you have shared with Makanya, we put them on the notes so that we can be able to share with the rest of the team. And also, as especially in agroecology, we produce a lot of content. We have a lot of knowledge, and that knowledge, we don't need to go and publish it out there. Canvas can help you. Like I've seen it literally. Someone doing an ebook, a manual through Canvas, and even ChatGPT, and it's a book out there which they are selling it. So we can use all these resources. Then the last one I want to talk about, we still have other AI apps you can use like for designs. I think Isabella has talked about them. There's an app and it's free called Microsoft Design. We have Midjourney. You just need to, you can learn more about it on TikTok or YouTube, or you keep on trying until you learn it. Actually, that's what I'm doing currently. And the last one, I know we go for many meetings. There are tools, you don't need to take notes. There are AI tools which can listen and convert those notes. Or maybe you can just take photos, like the notes which I've written here. I will not type these notes. There's an app, I'm forgetting the name, it's called Gemini, that you just take a photo, it will convert it to notes. You can see how AI is really helping us become more efficient, save more time, have time for everything. So there's so much AI can do for us. We should not condemn it. But what Isabella said, let's appreciate the baby steps. We cannot learn everything in a day. But as in agroecology or in the agriculture sector, there's so much we can do with AI so that we can increase our productivity, we can be more efficient, we can reduce the things being labor intensive, and it can then the last one, it's true, AI is not it's replacing your job, and at the same time not replacing your job, but you need to really build that capacity so that you can be able to advance and you can be able to, it won't replace you per se. Yes, so as we wrap up, I'm requesting for only 10 minutes, then we wrap up. So before we give our vote of thanks to Isabella, if you have any other question, please put it on the chat. I'm going to invite two people who are having a youth and women related event this week to just share with us. I'll give them like a minute to invite us for those events. Then we'll do vote of thanks, then we can call it a day. So we are going to start with Juliet. Juliet from Peram Secretariat. Please take over.
I want to thank all of you who have participated, also from us from the Peram Regional Secretariat. I've been here with Imelda. We are delighted to see that we are progressing, looking into issues of AI. Thank you, Monica. Monica, for those who don't know her, she's also our chair lady for the Youth Thematic Working Group, Youth and Women Thematic Working Group for the entire Peram Association Network. And that is a very big chair she sits in. So thank you, Monica and Team Peram Kenya, for organizing this webinar. It's important. Thank you, Isabella, for delivering and also enlightening us. It's as Monica has said, we are taking baby steps, and probably we have to look at the policy side of issues from either ourselves also, but also from the people that we interact with. You might submit a proposal written by AI and it is rejected because of that. So it's actually very important to know which path is where our boundaries in applying these tools. How can we detect them? How can we not abuse them and all that? Thank you so much. Thank you everyone who has participated. It has been very good attendance. Keep attending some of these webinars. We have several that have lined up from the various Peram networks in the countries, but also from the regional secretariat. We encourage you to be attending so that you keep building on the knowledge, sharing the lessons, but also learning from each other. Thank you so much, Monica.
You're welcome. Judith, you've forgotten to share about our event on Wednesday about women and land rights.
Yes, let me also take the opportunity. Tomorrow we have a webinar on women land rights in agroecology. It's gonna be a very massive one. We have very good presenters. So kindly share the link as well, Monica, in the group if you have it accessible there now, so that members can actually attend tomorrow from 11 on Thursday actually. I've jumped a day. It's on Thursday, on 8th August.
I was wondering, yes.
No, my mind has jumped a day, but it's also good. It means it's something we are looking forward to. So kindly share in the group before we close, and members can actually attend the webinar. It's going to be a nice one. It's about land and women and agroecology.
Thank you, Juliet. I'm going to share and we are going to participate. And Juliet, someone is requesting you put on your video. They want to see you. Who is this Juliet from Uganda? I hope you are not in the farm. Even though you are there, it's still okay. Perfect photos.
Yeah, I am. Did we take a photo, Monica, or we haven't?
Not yet. You're going to take it in a few. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. So
All
I
right.
hope two people I requested, Harriet, I can't remember the other person. Yeah, that's Juliet. Okay, thank you, Juliet. Then the last person you're going to give an opportunity, just a minute. We have a organization in the African continent, which is focusing on youth and environment. So, and they have different chapters. So we have a chapter in Kenya, and I'm going to invite Mungai. Mungai, are you in the call? Maybe you can just briefly share about the organization and how people can participate in the upcoming activities. Njogu, Mungai, you can hear me? Judith, is okay. You can remove the video when you when you be doing the.
I don't want to miss the photo.
Okay, then you can maintain it. Yes.
It's fine, no problem.
Yeah, Isabella, the team is asking if you can share your email address. I don't know. I cannot. Mungai, I can't find him. Yes, but he had shared on the group about the young is it young youth in environment. I'm forgetting the name. Sorry for that. Yes, and there's a chapter in Kenya. It's really working on bringing young people together to be able to be on the forefront in climate change mitigation. And they have a line number of activities. Then the last activity that will be happening tomorrow, I don't know, is Ratemo, are you here? Maybe you can share about KCOA gender guide launch. Ratemo? Let me see if yeah, maybe I can just mention, but you're going to share the poster tomorrow, 7th August 2024 at 11, KCOA project under GIZ. They have done agenda guide and they'll be launching it tomorrow. Please join. It will be a good document to guide us in integrating gender issues in our project. So I think we have come to the end. Yeah, I'm going to, I know Judith has done it, but I'm going to request Sipiwe from Zimbabwe. Sipiwe, you can hear me? And also I've seen we have 3 people from Congo. I'm really sorry. Next time we'll ensure we have French interpretation services on Zoom. I think they're available, but next time we'll ensure we activate them. But if you are not able to follow through, I'll take it upon myself to be able to support you. Yes, Sipiwe, you can hear me? I don't know the people I'm calling, are they here or they left?
Or they've been surrounded by artificial intelligence. Can be swept there.
You know, okay, no problem. I think then Chabari, on behalf of us, please you can pass our vote of thanks to our guest speaker.
Thank you so much, Monica and Mwalimu Juliet. When Monica spoke about Uganda, I was like, I'm already back there again. On behalf of this team, the Pelham family, and the whole of these other participants, I wish to say a very big thank you, Asante Sana, for the great presentation. And this is a challenge now because you have made so many disciples, and on this bush, this forest of AI, you need not go underground anymore. Actually, you need to be like every time we have a session with you, and people to learn a lot. The world of development requires champions like you and Monica who can be able to bring us on board, can be able to sharpen us. And I tell people, when you sharpen an axe, it can do anything, including working in the kitchen. Thank you so much for sharpening all these axes, and I can assure you, you have got good disciples. Keep up the good work, and God bless you.
Thank you, Chabari. We are so grateful. So I'm going to request us to put on our videos. Please let us put on our videos so that you can take a photo to document this meeting. Just wait a minute. I'm seeing still. Hey, most of us are not putting our videos. They don't need to be perfect ones. Eh? Yes, now I can see. I don't know why I'm not able to capture everyone, but then let me take the last one. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, we have come to the end of this session. I hope you had filled in on the registration link so that we can be able to send you the recording and the notes, and also some of the resources which Isabella has shared while she was responding to questions. Yes. I'm going to request, let me see, who am I going to request? Let me request one young person. Kennedy. Kennedy, you can hear me? Kennedy Namdogo. Kennedy, please pray for us. Yeah, oh, it's okay. If you're not able to access the link, it's okay. Please put your email then on the chat. Kennedy, please read us with a word of prayer so that we can close the meeting.
Hello,
Hello.
am I audible?
Very audible.
Okay, thank you. Let's close our eyes and pray. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Lord, for granting us this opportunity where we have met here. We have learned a lot. And we thank you for the gift of life. We thank everyone who participated in the training since we started until now, Lord. We welcome your presence unto our lives, Lord, as we look forward for further trainings. And we pray that you be with us, guide each and every individual. Whatever we have learned today, let it be very beneficial to our lives, and we'll be very grateful. I pray that short prayer, trusting and believing in your name. Amen.
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 So, amen. I wish you a blessed week, or a fruitful day and a blessed week ahead. Yes, let's keep in touch. Feel free to leave the call. Yeah. Bye for now. You can
Thank
pass our
you.
return.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you. God bless
Bye.
you.
Thank you, Carol. May God bless you. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, Pamela. I didn't know you are here.
Hi, Monica from Uganda.
Oh, how are you?
I'm okay.
Oh, good to hear from you.
This nice presentation, it's really eye-opening.
Yeah, you are most welcome. It was eye-opening to me too. So, but you are going to do a follow-up training on this one, or now on resource mobilization. Yeah, using AI. Yeah, or even documenting the work we do through AI, or some AI and technology. Yes.
Thank you. This is really good.
You are
I
welcome.
really like. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Bye. Say hi to everyone in Uganda who knows us. Pass our regards to them.
Right.
Thank you, Jackson. I've seen your email. Yeah. In the course of the day, I'm going to share the recording, so don't worry. Please.
I hope yangu imefika mabando mehanga. I
Yako
registered.
no, yako niko sijaona email yako. Kama fill the form.
I filled the form, but I can also put it here if It's required here.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Jabari.